I'm gonna call the March council meeting to order. Thank everyone for coming and welcome all our citizens that's listening on via our social media accounts. We'll start off with our prayer and pledge. If Mr. Woods, you could lead us in prayer.
Yes, sir. Let's stand. Our Father, our God, again, we thank you now for being so gracious. We thank you for just being good to us. God, we just thank you for allowing us to see this day. You bless us throughout this day. Again, tonight we ask for your blessing upon this meeting. We ask that you continue blessing our mayor, continue blessing our council, and every department head and every worker in this department. God, again, we just want to say thank you for being a gracious God. This we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call the roll, Ms. Clerk.
Mr. Brown. Mr. Golden.
Here.
Mr. Lau.
Here.
Mr. McKinney.
Here.
Ms. Miller.
Here.
Ms. Ray.
Here.
Mr. Williams.
Here.
Mr. Woods.
Here.
We have one set of minutes to approve from our February council meeting. I hope everyone have had a chance to review those minutes. If there are no changes or corrections, is there a motion to approve the minutes from the February meeting?
I approve.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Miller, second by Mr. Lau. Cast your votes.
Me? No. I'm sorry.
I got the trick one 2 weeks in a row.
All right, motion carried. The only thing I have under my report is that we'll be closed for Good Friday on April 3rd. So all our offices will be closed April 3rd for Good Friday. Do we have anybody for public comments? All right, we'll move on to standing committee reports. Only thing on the election department report is the board approved the bid from Lonnie Cobb Ford for $50,326 for a new F-150 Super Crew cab 4x4 pickup, and that was all under the election department report. Utilities, Mr. Knuckles.
Good evening, Council, Mayor. Utility Board met March 4th. We discussed the filings. We've had new contractors move in at the lagoon, and they're starting to dredge the silt out of the lagoons. That was part of ARP projects that were still going on with the water. And the contractors doing the water and sewer jobs here in town, they're right at 80% finished. And then gas prices were 67 cents. And that concludes my report.
Thank goodness they went down.
Oh, yeah, it went down, yeah, we're half probably.
Do you think they're gonna go up? Are we gonna be impacted by what's going on in the Middle East right now? West Asia?
I don't
whatever
know.
we call it.
It's hard to answer. I hadn't got any reports yet, but I will be meeting with the board that I'm on the 25th. We're gonna have discussions, but we don't know.
Yeah. Gasoline has got me staying at home, I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Thank you, Mr. Knuckles.
Thank
Lower
you.
it, cause I can turn my heat up tonight.
Yeah, tonight's
It's gonna
going.
be cold.
Next, Fire, Chief Price.
Good evening, Mayor, Councilman. My report is, total fire call was 99. We had 92 in the city, 70 in the county. And 70 of them calls, as you can see, was EMR calls. We run a lot of medical calls. Training hour was 199, smoke alarm installment was 14, CO alarm was 11, fire code inspection was 24. The fire basic 101 class with elected official, we changed that from, it was March 14, we changed that date to April 25th due to my scheduling. We had to change that date. Another thing, I just want to say, I have been tasked with Jackson Community College to get a committee together. Jackson State Community College getting ready to try to put a fire science in the West Tennessee High School. They're going to try to help fire department recruit firefighters and volunteer. So we got a committee, got a committee together, we're gonna be meeting tomorrow. So that's something I keep you guys informed. Something I'm pretty proud of, that they, at least Jackson State, trying to help us recruit volunteers. That's my report.
Hey, Chief, I got one question. Somebody asked me the other day, as far as these EMR calls that we go on, or that y'all go on, does the ambulance department still make the scene of some of those, or?
Oh, yeah, they have to make the scene, yes.
Okay, we just assist, that's all?
We just see,
Okay.
that's all we do, yes. We
Okay.
don't do no medical.
'Cause I wasn't
Well,
sure.
we check vital, this and that and all that, but we make no medical call.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Next, Police Chief Jones.
Hello. My report's as follows. Calls for service 514, 135 citations, 19 accidents. Of those 19, 9 were injury, 10 property damage, no fatalities. 44 arrests, 3 of them were juveniles, 41 were adults. Special events, only thing we did 11 task force shifts, and we've had 142 training hours. Any questions?
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Parks and Rec, Mr. Ford.
Parks and Recreation Department reports on the following. The younger age group for the co-ed youth basketball Saturday league has ended and the season went well, although our middle school age young ladies, they'll play their games on Saturdays as well, so we'll still have some Saturday leagues or games going on up here. The youth baseball and softball the sign-ups and registration has ended, and the games will start at the end of the month. Activities at the Armory are continuing to increase, and we are still getting the baseball field ready to play out there at the Armory as well. And the middle school young men, they've had their draft. Their games will actually start a week from today here on next Monday. And again, I stated about it won't be co-ed. We have a young ladies and a young men middle school league this year. So
That's good too. Most of the time we've been having COVID. So yeah, that means that program growing.
yep, it's picking up.
Yep.
And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Ford. Next, Streets and Sanitation, Mr. Mayfield.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, Jerry Mayfield.
All right.
All right, we had 112.58 tons residential. We had 293,293.17 tons. Commercial, we had total of 405.75, 51.77 tons of brush. We done a lot of cleaning up from the streets from the ice storm and stuff. Got all that best we could. Some of our crew's been going to Middleton and assisting with Middleton's cleanup from the ice and storm. And we will start bulky pickup April 1st.
Thank you,
Concludes.
Mr.
Thank you.
Mayfield. Library, Ms. Becky.
Evening, Mayor and Council. The library report for February, we took in $2,131.80 from donations, copies, fines, and faxes. We had a total of 13 programs with 16 attendants. We had 550 visits to the library. Our meeting rooms, we have 12 bookings with 36 guests. For our circulation, we did 1,360 total circulated items, 236 computer users, 500 Wi-Fi users. Our reads, digital downloads were 547. We had 23 visitors to the history room. We loaned out, oh gosh, that's not right, 10 books and borrowed 14.
Thank you, Ms. Becky. I've had a couple of y'all ask about the agreement with the county, with the library, and two things. First thing, Kevin let me know that he has a trial attorney in trial going on in Nashville that he wasn't able to make it tonight. But there hasn't been a response from the county on the whole library agreement, so we're still sort of in limbo, just waiting on that. So I have really probably like 3 of y'all asked, so I just thought I'd let everybody know where. That was the latest that I have on the agreement. So as budget starts to get rolling around, hopefully we'll hear some on the county moving forward. Zoning and compliance, Mr. Watkins.
Can we go back to that for just a second?
Go back to.
Yeah, like the library thing. We're not gonna hear back from the county. We never hear back from the county. It's been a year and a half and we still haven't heard anything. Like, at what point, what are we gonna do? And I'm just curious, I mean, cause it's literally been a year and a half since we've heard it. We're not gonna hear back from them. And and I mean no disrespect by that, but it's an ongoing repetitive cycle over and over, year after year. They ask you questions, ask me questions, the library board looks at us, you know, like we're not being fair to them, not on purpose, you know, not us, you know, but, you know, just the process, just the situation, you know, like they're not really, it's not really fair to them. So what are we gonna do going
That's to
forward?
be the pleasure of the board. That's up to you guys. We can ask Kevin to move to the next step, or what we can do. For us with the library, with us being maintenance of effort, we're required to fund them a certain level. So if you guys want to ask Kevin to move to the next step of what we need to do, we can do that. I'm not gonna make a decision without the board's approval. So y'all tell me what you want to do.
I think we should ask Kevin what he would advise. What are our next options? What can we take? Like, who do we go to? Do we have to go to the state? I mean, what is the process?
I mean, it'd be up to this board, but the only reason I'm asking, we're about to go into budget season again. We're gonna get one raise. The county's gonna get a different raise, and then they're gonna be chopped up in the middle somewhere. You know, last year, they still haven't got the raise from last year, what they really should have gotten, you know, fair. You know, their salaries really ain't fair compared to ours. Our directors, she's not getting paid what a director really gets paid, you know, so, I don't know, just on my mind.
Yeah,
Just
I'll get with Kevin next day or two and ask him to give us some options on what we can do next. And
Maybe
we
like
can,
an option A and B, C,
and we can take it up at the next meeting. That's works for me. But we've been doing this a long
Yeah, I
time.
mean, we shared, I mean, you know,
Yeah,
this
so-
isn't,
Right.
a punch at anybody, we just,
Right,
we just gotta do something.
yeah, we'll have that at the next next meeting.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Mr. Watt, sorry about that, Mr. Watt.
That's fine. That's fine. Good evening, Council and Mayor. You should have a copy of my report. Building consultations 10, permits written 1, building inspections 2, plumbing inspections 4, mechanical inspections 2, and courtesy notices issued 20. That's my report.
Thank you, Mr. Watt.
Thank you.
Mr. Hill, Community Development and Tourism.
Good evening, Council. You have my report there. We had a lunch and learn with our Timeless Treasures group. 32 senior adults came out for that, and we fed them lunch, and we had some great speakers from 3 different organizations. And you see those there, but just for the Facebook feed here, Pine Meadows, Southwest Development District, and our Hardman County Community Health Center. The speakers from those places did a phenomenal job. The seniors really appreciated the information. This was the first time that we had Ms. Barbara Gamble with us from Southwest talking about Medicare fraud, and I think a lot of eyes were open about some possibilities, and so it was a good thing, and it won't be the last time we have that. She brought a lot of goodies too, so they always like that when there was giveaways. So we did that. That was a good day. We still have signups going on for all of the other events that go on throughout the year. They are filling up though, so if you know any senior adults, or if you want to share that again on the Facebook page with that schedule, those events are filling up fast. So on that note, we do have the van. If you saw the van out front here, the Sprinter van is here, and it is paid for, and we will be reimbursed through grant dollars for that from the state. So we're thankful for that, and we'll also be using the remainder of those funds. We didn't use all of the funding for that, so we'll be using the remainder of those funds for the 2 overnight trips that we're taking with the senior adults to keep that price down and affordable for them. So we'll be going to North Carolina next month. So that trip is also getting a
Give
good
extra seat.
crew.
I wanna go.
I want to go to that.
Yep.
What's the age, 65 and older?
We've been saying 62, but I've taken a 58-year-old. So hey, no, you work. Anybody that calls themselves a senior adult, if you're willing to call yourself a senior adult, I'm willing to take you with me. So we also received 2 grants. We were notified 2 weeks ago that we received 2 grants from the Tennessee State Museum. They did some grant opportunities in honor of the country's 250th celebration, and so we received 2 grants for that. One is for a mural to go downtown, so we're very excited about that. That's something that we've wanted for a while, and then the other will be to assist with Red, White, and Bolivar. So we'll have some funding for that as well.
Mural be?
So what was that?
Where will the mural?
We'll have all of those buildings being privately owned. We'll have to work on that with agreements with the owners, with the building owners. But we are excited about that. That's something we've wanted for a while, so we're excited about that.
Would there be like a committee or somebody that comes up with like a couple of different designs or something, I'm guessing?
Probably what we'll do, we'll have to, it'll be well over our, amount, it'll have to be bid out. And so then we'll probably work with the artist that gets the job to see what route they want to take, if they need community input, or if they want to give us 2 or 3 options, we'll have to go with that. All right,
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That concludes all the standing committee reports. Under old business, first thing, both of them on the utility department, I told Jim to just, don't worry about going through these on his report, that I would address it with you guys. If y'all remember, we started talking about fluoride in the water, I say a month or 2 ago, and y'all probably got a lot of different emails, and sort of just to bag up where this came from, to make it overview of all of it. This was nothing that we were really pushing locally for our department. It had been a push from the, was it TGA, or it was one of those groups out of Nashville that were pushing local utilities to stop doing the fluoride. And we were in the process of going through rehab and everything, so we figured if the state was gonna push us to not do this, then it wouldn't make sense to spend all this money to upgrade our fluoride system for the state to come in and say, hey, well, stop doing it. So that's what sort of started this conversation. I know me, Jim, nor Bobby thought that it was gonna turn into what it did, from the state health department to all the different, I don't know if y'all got as many emails and calls as I did, but it was crazy there for a minute. But our utility board, once we heard from the state that it was not a mandatory requirement, the utility board didn't have any, opinions on taking it out or anything like that. It was nothing that the utility board just was itching to do. So the board decided just to leave it in and keep doing what we've been doing, unless the council wanted to override the utility board and remove the fluoride. But in my opinion, Jim's opinion, utility board's opinion, it's not that big of a cost. So it's something that we can keep doing, and we would just let it ride how it's been doing. So that was the discussion with the utility board on the fluoride deal. So I told the health department was planning on coming with the state director and dental people, and planning on giving this hour presentation on why we didn't need to do it. And I was just gonna spare the pain of that for y'all, unless y'all decided y'all wanted to take it out. So that's what we left with. So there's no action that's required from this board. Utility board is not taking any action unless you guys decide y'all wanna take it out. But I'm just asking that we just leave it in and keep doing what we're doing. So any questions on the fluoride water deal? All right, the reconnection fees, and Jim, I didn't leave out anything, and then that's pretty much we on the fluoride. Okay. On the utility connections that you guys sent back to the board, they did agree with doing, instead of doing 100, going from 50 to 75 opposed to 50 to 100. So the board voted on that and decided to do the 75 as what the council recommended. So that was on the reconnection fees. All right.
Thank you.
So that's all on the old business. Moving on to new business, approval for a new bank account for a retainage account for the ARP grant. You guys, every time we get this grant, we have to open up a separate account. And the next one we got is Centennial Bank. We just rotate all the accounts where they at. So is there approval to open up a bank account at CBN? I'm sorry, open up a bank account at Centennial for the retainage account for the ARP grant?
Make the motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Williams, second by Mr. Lau. If you would cast your votes. It's not, it won't be.
I vote yes, Mick.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Okay, motion carried. I'm sorry. I was trying to move on to the next thing. All right, next thing we have is the THDA home grant bid approval. I think we're on home number 3 now? 4, sorry, home number 4 for the home grant, and we did a bid. So 4 bids were received by the due date and time published the bid notice. Tom Skin opened all sealed bid envelopes, and Lisa Dillinger attests to each bid. The first bid was by ACS LLC, was for $102,000. The second bid was from The Right Choice and was $104,000. Third bid was A to Z Construction and was for $112,000. The final bid was from Hobbs Waterproofing and was $115,118. All bids were qualified to bid, and based on the information above, Tom Skin from Southwest Development District recommend that the City of Bolivar award the project to ACS LLC and approve their bid for 102, which is the low bid.
Are any of these local?
Are any of these contractors local? Not that I'm aware of, no.
Do we have any locals?
That bid it,
I mean, not bid, but do we have any locals that could have bid?
Oh yeah, if they wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, a lot of contractors don't bid on these jobs because they have to wait to get the money, and it's a nightmare for some of the contractors to do it. At least, usually same contractors sort of do all that work. It's a lot more paperwork and stuff involved than just doing a normal bid. So, but
So this paid through the grants?
yeah, the grant will pay for it all.
Okay.
How many more projects do you think we're gonna be able to do? This is number 4. We're about running out of money.
Yeah, I want to say what we got left will be solid small, maybe just some window repairs or something like that. But because the first two was quite a bit.
Some big projects.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion that we approve the one that they recommended.
All right, I have a motion to approve ACS LLC for 102 and a second, motion by Ms. Williams, second by Ms. Miller. If there are any other questions, you all right, will you cast your votes?
Yes, again.
Motion carried. Now we have resolution 2026-002, authorizing submittal for an application to Tennessee Department of Environmental and Conservative Recreation Services Division LPRF grant. So what this is for the out at the Armory. We just finished the LPRF at Sand Beach Lake, and so with that being closed, it opens back up. We've talked about trying to do the indoor pool and all the other stuff for the second phase, and we're applying for the grant to do that. And the total cost is $5,520,000, which is a 75% grant request. And what we will do basically, if this can work, this will be a answered prayer from God, because we could take our $4 million and match that with this $5 million and move from phase 1 directly to phase 2 and get all of that done instead of waiting over time. So fingers crossed. It is a big ask, but all they can do is say no. We don't get it unless we ask for it. So
You know some people, Julian.
I know a couple people.
I think we can get it done.
I'm trying. Hopefully it'll give me some more support from you if we get it done, right?
In the 1.3,
In what way?
and the 1.4 would come out of the general fund.
So what we would do that match. I'll tell you this, I say off the record, it's sort of hard to be off the record when we're in the meeting, but basically there are other opportunities where we probably can get that match covered too. But in the event that match is not covered, we can hopefully partner up some of the USDA money from that $4 million as a match to this.
We can talk about it later.
Yeah, so that's basically what we're gonna try to do, because we do have that $4 million set aside, allocated to that project. So we're still working through USDA trying to get the money pulled down, but we can pull it from that. Any other questions on it? And did we send those plans to you guys, and it's in this too. We'll go to that with that in there. So we'll talk about that in the next agenda item. So if there are not any questions, there a motion to approve the resolution to submit for LPRF grant?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Ms. Ray, second by Mr. Williams. If you would cast your votes. All right, motion carried. Next we have a resolution 2026-003, adoption of City of Bolivar Parks and Rec 10-year system-wide plan. I'm gonna borrow yours, man.
Yeah.
What
I
this,
don't have my glasses, so you.
this is what this is. We have to do this every 10 years. In order for us to get in order for us to apply for any kind of grant funding from the state regarding parks, we have to keep a 10-year master plan updated. And we did this, almost 10 years ago, and it's time to do it again. So it's a lot of good information in there about our parks and about our community. And I will tell you guys, if you go back to the back here, it has this part here with the community center for.
What page is that?
Page 54. If you go to 54, this is that grant, that LPRF grant. This is what this is that we're applying for. Those, if you got an email from Carrie Beth, if you look at that, that's the most recent plan. A lot of that stuff could change, but that's some of the plans and the ideas and concepts that they have in place now for the indoor-outdoor pool, as well as the splash pad and all those different things. That's what those pictures are there. And that's in that email as well. But this is really the only thing that was added. Everything else, and I'm sorry, and then the next page, Blossom Lane, was added also. But it wasn't added as a new park because it was already existing. We just added the improvements. And if you guys haven't been by there yet, Mr. Ford and his team, they've done a good job out there at Blossom. It's been open, kids been out there playing, and we haven't had any issues, any problems at all. The community takes care of it. They keep it clean. So, but those are in there, and that's what this big binder is here, and everybody should have their own copy there. All right. So, are there any questions on the that 10-year system-wide park plan? All right. If not, is there a motion to approve?
Second.
Motion by Ms. Ray, second by Mr. Lau. We'll catch your vote.
Hey, it worked that time.
You got it on the last one. All right. Motion approved. All right, that's all I have. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I got a question. So as far as the city pool this year, I already been asked if we're gonna do anything with it. Just wanna make sure, are we doing anything?
No, it won't.
That's what I said.
It won't even hold water, will it?
I just wanted to make sure, before
I
get
was
that-
hoping we could have
that information.
this moving a lot quicker, but it's coming. Put it like that. We'll have bigger and better.
Great.
All right, is there a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion by Mr. McKinney, second by Mr. Williams. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion